Tonight, the #1 ranked Texas Longhorns hit the field for their home opener of the 2025 campaign with the matchup against the Maryland Terrapins here on the opening day of the Bevo Classic. Alongside Kat Osterman, I'm Alex Loeb. We're so happy to be with you. Back for another season. Loud in 11 innings, 13 strikeouts, and just 2 walks. And make it 14 strikeouts to begin her career, making quick work of Maisie McFarland.
Expectation, but if I'm Cam Salmon, I'm going in saying there's not much pressure on me because the offense has to do their job, the defense has to do their job. Everything has to continue to do its job the way it did last year.
College softball world earlier this year by not starting Kennedy against Jordy Ball. Scott over to second for 1, on to first for 2. There's an inning-ending double play by the Longhorns.
Well, you asked what to expect from Texas this season, Alex.
They're dealing with a little bit of arm soreness as of late. Caden Henry to deep left. That one caught on the track by Cornwell. Almost.
Almost a loud out for Caden Henry.
Package offensively from the day she arrived. Hitters count. And a free pass earned by Mia Scott, first base runner for the Longhorns, is aboard.
Interview with her, someone asked, you know, when records were coming, the RBI record or whatever record she had last year, which one of them was coming, what did you think? And she said, I started trying to press a little bit too much, make it happen. And so she just has to stay even keeled, just do her job, which is pass the bat to the next person.
He's in rotator cuff surgery, maybe waving players in with a different arm this year. That one off the third baseman, Benson, and everybody's safe. 2 on, 2 out.
To compete for it, and that's what Texas wanted to see.
Mitchell gets into one, into the gap. That'll bounce off the wall. That'll bring home 1. Here comes another. The throw home off the target, and Mitchell ends up on third. 2-0 Longhorns.
Well, if you want to be in this lineup, you have to prove that you can do it offensively. Jolie Mitchell doing that already in the 2025 season. She just pulls this pitch into the left center gap, driving home 2, heads up base running by herself to get to third on the overthrow. But Jolie Mitchell.
Right to second, and the inning comes to an end. But Texas strikes first thanks to Jolie Mitchell. It's a 2-0 Longhorns lead. It was all her. As Maryland dealing with some weather early on and dealing with a tough schedule as Lewis pops it up. Katie Stewart is there for the first out. We showed you the schedule earlier, played a ranked Cal team twice.
Left. The big thing is make the most of the opportunity you have out there, learn from it, because that is a spot for Texas that could be a rotating door depending on who's hitting.
This time Bean goes the other way, shallow right at Ashton Maloney.
Out right here against the lefty.
9th pitch of the at-bat. And it's in there for strike 3, second strikeout of the contest for Cam Salmon.
Well, Cam Salmon.
Leading things off for Texas, the sophomore Vic Hunter, and all she has done is deliver in her starts this year.
Too aggressive.
Check swing, that one grabbed by Shearer onto second for 1. Nice defensive play by the sophomore in the circle. Teamer and Abilene. Waved at that one, Maloney going, the throw not in time. Stolen base number 3 on the terrific defensively. And hit 379, gets into this one, and Caden Henry has left the yard. 2-run blast for the sophomore.
That was a no-doubter off the bat by the sophomore center fielder, Caden Henry. When Texas sets the table, they are able to cash in You see Kaden Henry waste no time. This pitch up in the zone and over the plate. She gets her barrel there out in front on time, right over the center field wall. McFarland trying to chase, but that wall's 10 feet tall up there. You're not getting over that.
No shot. That one bobbled by Runyon. And the inning continues with 2 outs. The question is, not is she going to do it, is she going to do it this year?
But yeah, depending on the offensive production for Reese Atwood and how often she sees good pitches, the question will be, can she reach it this year? She will definitely reach it.
But team, 13 of them. Launches one to deep left center, and Stewart with a 3-run blast as Texas breaks it open in the second.
Well, the key for Texas has been swinging early in the count. Kaden Henry went deep on her first pitch. Mia Scott swung early in the count. Katie Stewart now, first pitch she sees this second time through. She drives this a line shot, just clears the wall. But this is why Katie Stewart's spot in the lineup is so important. If people are not going to pitch to Reese Atwood, someone has to be able to protect her. So the hit by pitch to Reese, yes, but there are certain things I will concede that I'm not good at, and I just won't try it. But I feel like Jolie Mitchell will try to prove to everyone that she can win at anything.
That one scooped up by Benson. The inning comes to an end, but Texas won that inning. They played it 5. Couple of home runs. Longhorns up big.
Nebraska, Missouri, A&M all moved on out of the Big 12 because obviously they were Big 12 opponents when I played.
Penta sends this one to shallow right. Charging in is Maloney. Well, yeah, you look at it after a while, the Big 12 didn't even have 12 teams.
Right there that just bounced in. That's the pitch that Coach White wants to see more consistent from Cam Salmon, and that will be the difference maker for her.
Got her. Cam Salmon, 3rd strikeout of the contest. In Cavan a year ago. Before that, it was Citlali Gutierrez. Sammy Woods to right field. And Maloney at the last second calls off Katie Bennett. Another 1-2-3 inning worked by Salmon and the home. They're Pac-2 now, and now they're trying to bring it back. I don't know.
They're trying. We'll see how that goes. But
Leanne Good sends one to right field. Murphy on the run.
Florida stacks up well. I think the question is going to be how Florida can pitch this season.
Vic Hunter retired. They've got the hitting with Taylor Shoemaker, what, up to 7 home runs now?
Yeah, the freshman is absolutely lights out first weekend. Those all hold up, and especially against elite competition week in and week out.
Benson unable to snare that one, and Maloney reaches with 2 away. A hard hit ball to Maddie Benson.
Yeah, Ashton Maloney, absolutely sticky. Or there's these Gorilla Grip towels that a lot of them will keep in their back pocket.
Katie Bennett gets into one. That will bounce off the base of the wall. Ashton Maloney rounding 3rd. And again, Texas with 2 outs brings home another run. Katie Bennett.
Well, Coach Mike White told us he brought in Bennett because she reminded him a little bit of Bella Dayton, and I feel like this is a Bella Dayton-esque opportunity for her to step up. The triple off the right field wall, scoring Maloney, the speed minor leagues for the Twins organization, but also coaching. And so therefore he is able to see when hitters are mature hitters, and I think he sees that in a lot of these athletes he recruits.
Kaden Henry just a pure hitter, now 2 for 3 on the day. Bennett triple, Henry single. And let's see what Mia Scott does here. Henry is going. And she is in there with stolen base number 4 on the season.
And Mike White putting pressure on Bean behind the plate.
After that, who went deep? It's a 4-pitch walk to Scott. So 4 straight batters have now reached for Texas with 2 outs. And here comes Reese.
Bat.
Atwood over to short. That one scooped up on to second, and the inning comes to an end. Texas strands 2, but they score another.
and get Texas off the field quickly to go back to work offensively.
And Maryland now down to their last 6 outs of the game with the run rule in effect, but there's a base knock by the leadoff hitter, Maisie McFarland. Just their second hit of the
Themselves have a plan at bat, and you can tell they're trying to fight off that outside pitch until they can get something they can drive through.
back up the middle, good, unable to get to it because she was playing in, so the first 2 batters had. Maryland looks to be a much improved team from a season ago. The 2-2 chopped over to good, on to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. So it will be runners on the corners now with 1 away. And Lewis watches that one cross the strike zone. A big strikeout for Cam Salmon.
The key is, can Cam Salmon use her off-speed pitches?
Salmon scoops that one up calmly, and the inning comes to an end. Maryland strands 2. It remains a 9-0 Texas lead. But it was either her or Reese, sometimes Jolie Mitchell. They would just stop and look. Mitchell, that one off the glove of Woods, and she will reach again. Long enough to know that would be a grave mistake on my end. Katie Stewart now with a single, a home run, and reached on an error in the first. Here is Jolie Mitchell to center field. Drifting over is McFarland. First out, he stuck it out. San Antonio native. And launches one to deep left field. What a bomb by Leanne Good. Making the most of her opportunities so far this year.
This is what Texas fans saw from Leanne Good. As you mentioned, as a freshman, she displayed power, she displayed consistency, she displayed confidence. An absolute incredible swing here on a pitch low and in. I might have dented the trunk of that blue car.
Did it
out
hit
there.
the car?
It did. It hit right off the trunk of that car into, I guess.
A highly decorated high school player coming out of Houston. Number 12 recruit in the nation. Flies out to right.
When you're talking about, didn't really chase anything outside of the zone.
And earns a walk. The walk-on heads to first.
Really was Coach White's.
Done a terrific job building up this roster over the years as that one skipped past Bean and Wells scoots.
Zone, instead of just nibbling, a miss hit is just as good as a strikeout.
Quiroga launches one to left center. Home run number 4 on the day for the Longhorns. The hit parade continues here in the home opener.
Well, everyone Texas sends to this plate is able to barrel the ball up, and Vanessa Quiroga, no exception.
Said she had some pop in her bat, showed it off there.
That pitch over the plate, down in the zone, but over the plate, she goes down and gets it. Great job by Quiroga.
Another 3-ball count to a pinch hitter meanwhile. Wallace check swing over to third, Benson on to first, and here we go. Final 3 outs of the day for the.
So I really like the poise of the freshman. Just like to see her change speeds a little bit better.
Misses with the 3-2. So for the second straight inning, the leadoff Salmon responds in back-to-back innings with runners on. This one lifted to left center, and that'll drop in front of Henry. Second straight inning now, the first 2 reach. Salmon trying to preserve the shutout, but gives up another base hit, and the bases will be loaded with no outs here in the 5th.
Well, we did mention Maryland has not been
Here at the Bevo Classic. 1-2 from Salmon. Woods to right field. That's going to drop fair, and the Terps are on the board. That's how the first 4 batters of the inning have reached. Farland, all Big Ten outfielder, went 4 for 4 earlier today against UMass. A dribbler over to Good, gets the out at first. That will bring in another Terrapins run. And there is the first out of the inning. What a sport. If I tried to give my wife a softball for Valentine's Day,
It would probably end up back in your face.
I would guess. A black eye and a night on the couch. The Terrapins get one more run, but they're down to their last out of the contest.
It's going to grow under the tutelage of Patty Ruth Taylor and Mike White both, and just how to get deep in games and keep fighting.
You mentioned keep fighting. That is what the Terrapins continue to do. They have now scored 4 runs here in the 5th inning.
In the zone.
Crowd feeling it here at McCombs, and there's your ball game. Salmon shuts the door with a strikeout.
So the freshman doesn't blink with the game on the line, or the extension of the game on the line. Another screwball to Sydney Lewis. Another strikeout looking Cam Salmon. Complete game, first win here at McCombs.
Texas wins their home opener 13-4, and really the offense picked up right where they left off a year ago, Kat, with 4 home runs.
4 home runs, the power's on display. We saw them run. Texas is going to be Texas. There's not an overhaul of this offense whatsoever.